Hey guys! Okay, so I have done skincare routine videos in the past. I did one last year and some of you guys have been asking for an updated version. So this is going to be my 2017 skincare routine. And it's a new year, new skincare routine because y'all know I'm a product junkie. So yeah, my products don't stay the same forever. You know, you're always on the hunt for something bigger and better that just works even better with your skin. So the products that I'm going to talk to you guys about are products that I've been using since last year. Some of these things are products that I've been using for a while. Some of them are newer to my skincare routine. Newer as in like I've been using them for a while, but it may be different from the last skincare routine that I did. So I guess basically I'm going to walk you guys through my AM skincare routine, my PM skincare routine, which honestly are very, very similar. There's not much that differs between the two. And then I'm going to show you guys like the extra little things that I do as far as like if I have a breakout or something. And then I'll show you guys like my favorite type of masks that work with my skin. So if you're new to my channel, hey, thanks for watching. But if you're new, you might not know that I have very oily, acne prone, sensitive skin. So I get hormonal acne, so I tend to break out a lot around here, and my skin's super sensitive, so products irritate my skin very easily, and every time that I break out, I'm left with a mark. So I'm constantly trying to get rid of marks that have been left from a breakout. It doesn't matter if it was a bad breakout, a little pimple, whatever, I always get a mark. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through what I use. I'll always make sure to list all the products that I mentioned down below if you have any specific questions or anything. As always, leave them in the comment box. I'll definitely get back to you. And yeah, okay, so let's just get started. So, AM skincare routine. So I've mentioned this before. This is the Caudalie grape water. I just love something simple and pure that it's just going to give me that extra hydration on my skin. Because although I do have very oily, acne prone skin, a lot of people feel like because your skin's oily, you shouldn't be adding like hydration and moisture to it, which is the complete opposite, because then your skin's going to overproduce oil. And then when you have acne prone skin, you're using products that are treating the acne, which sometimes can be a bit drying. So you want to counteract that with things that give you hydration. So I love that spray. I can use that morning and night. Lately I've just been using it in the morning. So for a long time I've been using this Kate Somerville Exfoliate cleanser, which goes hand in hand with the exfoliator that I'll show you guys. But this is amazing. Like I said, it's a foaming face wash. It just kind of keeps your skin clear and gets rid of any kind of dirt, debris, anything like that that might be on your skin, just to kind of keep a nice smooth surface. And then the one that I've really been loving the past few months, which I've kind of used this one only now. I kind of use this one on the days that I use my scrub, but this is the one that I use morning and night, and this is the Eradicate Daily Cleanser, and this one has 3% sulfur in it, which is really good for acne prone skin. I find that sulfur works really well. Sulfur and benzoyl peroxide work really well with my skin. Salicylic acid doesn't really do anything. For the longest time when I would go to the dermatologist, they'd always prescribe things with salicylic acid and it wouldn't work. And then when I finally switched over to benzoyl peroxide, which I discovered from using the acne.org system, which is amazing. If you don't want to invest in all this stuff, definitely check that out. I have a video on it. It definitely made a difference in my skin. But yeah, this is the one. I think I just got totally sidetracked. This is the cleanser that I use morning and night, and like I said, it has 3% sulfur in it, and it's for acne prone skin, so it kind of helps with that daily maintenance of keeping the acne away. Next, for the morning time, I use these Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction pads, and these have 2% salicylic acid, which is okay. It's not like my primary treatment that I'm using. And then they have 10% glycolic acid, and it's for oily combination or problem skin. Basically this is just like pre-moistened cotton rounds. So I feel like when I started using this, it really helped my skin a lot. But what I will say with this, I only use this in the morning. I don't use it AM and PM because I think that it'll be a little bit too drying. And then also you can see that there's kind of like a liquid in here. I tend to squeeze the pad out inside of here before I use it on my face, because I just don't want to put too many products on my face that are going to dry out my skin, because then you got to deal with the dryness of your skin in addition to everything else you got going on for having oily, acne prone skin. Okay, the next thing, which is the main thing that I use for my acne, this is my treatment, and this is by Kate Somerville as well, and this is the Anti-Bac Acne Clearing Lotion. So this has replaced my acne.org benzoyl peroxide. I heard really good things about this. It's 5% benzoyl peroxide as opposed to, I think the acne.org is 3%. But what I like about this one is that you don't go through that drying stage that you do with the acne.org. Yes, it's a lot less that you get. I think it's a bit more pricey than that one, but you only need like 1.5 pumps and put all over your face. It does last you for several months. And like I said, it's more accessible because you can get it at, you know, Sephora, department store. And I didn't go through that drying phase. When you do acne.org, although it works amazingly well, you go through like an extremely harsh drying phase, which a lot of people find it difficult to get through. And it just adds, like I said, a whole nother layer of issues to your skin. But once you get through that dry patch, your skin definitely clears up. It works really, really good. But like I said, I've been using this one. It didn't dry my skin out. I do still break out. I don't know if there's anything that I have found so far that's going to completely clear my skin up to the way they used to before I ever started breaking out. But this definitely, I feel like, is a good replacement. And just because it's 5% as opposed to 3% with the acne.org, it still works really well. And like I said, you don't have that extreme drying phase. And it's just like a pump. It's good to travel with. I just really like it. I would definitely, like I said, recommend this if you don't want to try the acne.org or if you just can't handle the dryness from the acne.org. Okay, next. So I told you guys that I always get a mark every time I break out. So I've been using this for years. I've tried other things. This is the one that I keep going back to. And this is also by Peter Thomas Roth, and it's the D-Spot Skin Brightening Corrector. There is another one that has hydroquinone in it. This one is the hydroquinone, whatever, however you say that, free. I don't like to use products with hydroquinone in it. You can kind of do your research and see why, but this, I just put it on. It's just like a regular serum. There's a pump, and I just put this on the areas that I have marks on, and within a few weeks it definitely diminishes the marks. I don't think there's anything that will diminish it overnight, but this definitely helps minimize those marks, and it lasts a really, really long time. It is a bit pricey, but you're gonna have it for a long time because you only need the smallest amount to just put on those affected areas. I mean, you could put it all over your face as a serum, but it's good to just kind of spot treat with it because it is supposed to target those areas that do have any kind of hyperpigmentation on it. Okay, next is my moisturizer. So this is the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense. There is another one, I think it's just the regular Moisture Surge, which is more of a gel base, and I used that one for a really, really long time, and then it just kind of like stopped working because I think it is better to use like a gel based moisturizer if you have oily skin, but like I said, it stopped working for me. I went through like a really dry phase, and that was really good, but then like I said, it wasn't working anymore. So I heard that this one, which is like I said, the Moisture Surge Intense, and this is more of like a cream. This one definitely helped my skin. It definitely keeps it hydrated, but it's super duper concentrated. So you only need like literally like a pea size amount, the smallest amount. If you use too much, then it might feel kind of greasy. If you have like extremely dry skin, you might not get that greasy feeling, but I feel like if I use too much of this, it'll make my face feel greasy. I mean, you can kind of, you know, let it absorb into your skin and kind of rub it in, but this should last you forever because you only need a really, really small amount. Next is my eye cream, and I use that morning and night. Next, my eye cream, this is the Rose Hydrating Eye Gel from Fresh. I've been using this for a while. I think that I've repurchased it several times. I'm almost finished with it. It's kind of like a gel based, yeah, it is. It's hydrating eye gel cream. I don't get dryness under my eyes. I feel like it just, there's my own little issues that I have with it. I don't have dryness, but I do like a very hydrating eye cream. And this one is great. I mean, I don't have any complaints. I didn't see anything miraculous that it did to my under eye area, but it's definitely a good basic eye cream. Okay, next is sunscreen. So it doesn't matter what your skin type, doesn't matter what your complexion is, doesn't matter where you live, you always want to make sure that you put your sunscreen on. So there are several different sunscreens that I've tried, and I think I want to do a video with like my favorite sunscreens for oily, acne prone, sensitive skin, but this is the one that I've currently been loving. This is by Shiseido. Yes, it's a super duper small amount, but you only need a little bit, and it has this kind of squeeze tube in it. And this is specifically for the face. It's water resistant for 40 minutes. It's SPF 42, broad spectrum SPF 42. But what I like about this one is the fact that it kind of mattifies your face. So no, it's not going to keep me matte all day long, but when you put it on, it definitely gives you like that mattifying look, and it's supposed to kind of like absorb any kind of oiliness in your skin. So this is really good if you have oily, acne prone skin. I haven't broken out from it at all, and like I said, it kind of tones down that initial bit of oiliness that you might see on your skin before you proceed to doing your makeup. Okay, so that is my whole AM skincare routine. Like I said, my PM skin routine is pretty much the same. There's a couple different things that I'll show you guys, but other than these two things that I'll mention, it's exactly the same. I try not to make it too complicated. At night lately, I've been using this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I've used this on and off for years. This is good enough to use morning and night, and it's not really that expensive, but I just kind of felt like using this one, so I'll just use this one at night. Like I said, it's just a basic rose water and aloe spray. I just like to spray it on my face just to give me that extra hydration. Just makes you feel like very fresh and clean after you do your skincare routine. So I like to use that one. And then this is the toner that I use every night. I've repurchased this several times. I've talked about it several times. I absolutely love this toner. And this is by Caudalie. It's the lotion. Well, it's the moisturizing toner, and why I love this one so much is because it's really simple and pure, and you can wipe it over your eyes in case for some reason you didn't get all of your mascara or eyeshadow off, and it's not gonna like burn your eyes or anything. I used to use this one morning and night too as well, but then like I said, I incorporated this one into the morning, so at night I definitely use this one because it's gonna get rid of any traces of makeup that didn't come off when I wash my face. Next, I want to talk about just some of like the extra things that I incorporate into my skincare routine. So the first thing I'll talk about is these. I'm kind of like all over the place. I treat my skin daily with this anti-bac, but if I have a pimple, I want to kind of have targeted treatment on that, and so this one is really good. This is by Peter Thomas Roth, and it's the Acne Spot and Area Treatment. It's 5% sulfur and 4% glycolic acid, and it has aloe vera, vitamin C and E, provitamin B5, and this too is specifically well for oily skin. It kind of mattifies it. It's not like, you're not going to feel any kind of crazy consistency on your skin. You're not going to feel like you're layering up products. So this is really good. I'll just kind of like spot treat with this. Like I said, if I have a breakout. This I've had for a long time too. This is a Lucas Pop Pot ointment. So this has like a multitude of uses, but what I like to use this for is if I pop a pimple, which you're never supposed to pop a pimple because that helps you get a mark and all that kind of stuff, and usually just comes back. But if I pop a pimple and I want to make sure that it heals properly and doesn't really leave too intense of a mark, I like to put just a little dab of this on. It looks like Vaseline, but it's not your basic Vaseline. I'll just kind of rub a little bit of this on while I'm in the house or before I go to sleep, and it just heals the pimple really, really nice. Like I said, it just, I don't know how or what it does. I mean, it's meant for like healing things, but it just kind of, like I said, heals that pimple really well and makes sure that it's not too bad of a scar. If I have a mark and I want to spot treat it and I'm going to be at home, not going anywhere, I like to use the Kate Somerville Eradicate. Mario Badescu does have something similar to this, which is very popular, but I think I like this one better because once again, it has sulfur and not salicylic acid. So it's the same process. You take a Q-tip, dip it in, and then spot treat it, and it works really well just to kind of like help dry up that pimple, get rid of it, or kind of minimize the amount of time that it's going to be on your face. Next, if I do have a day where my skin is feeling like extra dry, like maybe sometimes in the winter, right now my skin is like extra oily because it's hot, but if I feel like I just need like an extra dose of hydration, I've used this for a really long time. This is the Dr. Hauschka Clarifying Day Oil. You just put a couple, drops on your hands, and then you just kind of press it into your skin. So I'll just kind of press it into this area, which is where I usually get dry skin if that happens, just because that's like where I break out. It doesn't leave like a bunch of heavy greasy residue on your skin. It goes well with your makeup, everything, but it just gives you that extra hydration that you need. So speaking of like getting marks and then talking about your pores and all that kind of stuff, your texture. So if you do break out a lot like me, I think that your pores sometimes get a little, well, because I'm oily and I break out a lot, my pores tend to be a little bit more prominent, and then I feel like the texture the areas that I break out a lot on tend to be not as smooth as I would like. So this is something that I've been doing for a while. I don't do it as often as I should, but whenever I remember, I try to do it. And this is a Derma Roller, and basically you're just going to gently roll this over the areas that you have scarring in. So there's a lot of different types of Derma Rollers. Mine I think is like maybe 0.5, so you'll see some videos or some people will like really have a sharp one that's gonna like make their skin bleed and like puncture their skin and all that. No, this you just gently roll over those areas. I mean, it doesn't feel good, but it's not like extreme pain, because I can't take pain. So if I can handle this, I think y'all should be good. But you just roll it over those areas, roll it over the pores. If you have any kind of wrinkles, like people use this on different parts of their bodies, there's like bigger ones, but I use this on the areas, like I said, that I have a lot of scarring, and it makes your skin think that it's been injured, and therefore it's going to kind of like heal and rejuvenate itself. So like I said, I roll it over those areas. There's no scabbing, bleeding, anything like that. But what it's going to do is, like I said, help those marks heal faster, and then it's going to allow the product that you're using to absorb into your skin better, so that they can work at a faster pace and that they can work better. So this is something that you want to do maybe once a week, every few days. You don't want to do it back to back, because that's just like too much wear and tear on your skin. But maybe once a week, every 2 weeks or so, like maybe twice a month. It just really depends on your skin. That's good to incorporate into your skincare routine. Okay, so next I want to talk about like exfoliating your skin. So even if you don't have a lot of dryness, but especially if you do, this is something you want to incorporate. But either way, this is really good. So I had mentioned to you guys the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, which goes hand in hand with this. You don't have to use them together, but this is kind of good to use in between the days when you're not using your exfoliate. It's just like a regular scrub. It's green. You only use like a pea-sized amount. You instantly see like a brightness in your skin. It just kind of gets rid of any kind of dead skin, any oil, anything on your face, just to kind of show you that like fresh layer of skin. So this is really good. It's super simple, easy. It costs maybe like $5. You can use it with a scrub, with your cleanser, whatever you want to do. But I'll just kind of like massage this over my face in any areas that I feel are dry, or any areas that I just want to refresh my skin. You know, it's going to help the circulation of your blood flow. It's going to revive your skin and bring out that new skin, because you're exfoliating it. You're getting rid of all the dead skin that, you know, simply washing your face with a cleanser is not going to do. So when it comes to removing my makeup, the only thing that I've really been using is this makeup eraser. I just take my makeup off in the shower with this, just wipe it all off. You use both sides, and then I rinse it off with a bar of soap. Wash it every week, every few days, however often you need to, but at least at minimum every week when you do your laundry. So this has been really great, and it saves you a lot of money, because when you think about, if you're someone that wears makeup on a daily basis and you're using makeup wipes every day, you're going to be replenishing that a few times a week, because there's only like, there's not so many in one pack. So this is definitely cost effective. It's just not for a lazy person who don't want to wash it off in the shower with soap, which you don't have to do, but I would recommend doing that just because you want a clean slate to start with the next time you remove your makeup. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite masks. These two are really good. These two are by Origins. Out of all the masks I have, these two are my favorite. This is the Origins Out of Trouble 10-minute mask to rescue problem skin. So sometimes I'll even sleep with this, not an entire face covered in the mask, but like I'll put it on these areas, like my problem areas, just to kind of give it that extra boost of something that's working on those breakouts. This one is really good as well. This is the Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I like to use this one on those areas as well, especially here where I feel like the texture of my skin is not how it used to be, just because I've broken out so many times in that area. Next, I'm going to show you guys two kind of like deep cleaning masks. These, for the most, I mean, no, I'm not going to say they do the same thing. They're both, like I said, purifying masks. So this one I've been using for a long time. This is by Peter Thomas Roth, and it's the Therapeutic Sulfur Mask. Obviously he uses a lot of sulfur in his products, which works great for my skin. And this is an acne treatment mask, 10% maximum strength sulfur, clears acne, oil absorbing, deep pore cleaning, soothing aloe, purifying kaolin and bentonite clays. So this is really great. I've repurchased this several times. You get a ton with it, and like it says, it's just kind of like a purifying mask to kind of minimize the oiliness, kind of help with any breakouts. It's really good to do like a few times a week. You definitely will see a difference. This one is by Sephora, and this is really inexpensive for a mask. I think it's like $20. But this is the Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying with zinc and copper. And this one has more of an exfoliating kind of property to it, and you can also use it as a spot treatment as well. The other one, this one that I showed you, or any of these, if you want to use it as spot treatment you can, but this one says also for spot treatment. It does have a little bit strong of a scent. Not so much perfume type of scent because I can't really take perfume, but it does have a stronger scent than the other one. But this one has kind of like exfoliating type of properties in it. So you'll put this all over your face and then you'll kind of like let it sit for a minute and then kind of rub it off because it helps to exfoliate any kind of dead skin or dryness that you have going on. Next, I'll show you guys two more of my favorite masks. So if I need some hydration, this is really awesome. I also love the Glam Glow, I don't know, it's like the Thirsty Mud, I think, in the blue container. That one is really, really awesome if you have really dry skin from just having dry skin, period, or from your acne products. That's an awesome one to use. It's a bit pricey, but it's really good. But this one is just a sheet mask. It's an aloe mask sheet moisturizing. Yeah, it definitely gives your face a boost of hydration and suppleness, helps clear it up if you have any kind of discoloration. So I really love these. You can get this at an array of different stores like Ulta, Urban Outfitters, all those places. I was able to find like a pack of 10 on Amazon for a really good price, so just check around, but these are really, really good. And the last thing that I will show you guys, or the last mask type thing, I have one more product I want to show you guys, but this is the Freemen Brightening Overnight Mask. I love a overnight / sleeping mask. This is like a pink jelly type formula, but basically you can either put this on over your moisturizer or don't even put your moisturizer on, but I just will apply this all over my face before I go to bed. And I feel like when I wake up I do see a difference in my skin. It definitely does look brighter and clearer. It definitely helps to tone down those marks that I have from the breakouts that I previously had on my face. So I would definitely recommend it. I think it's maybe like $8 or so. Don't quote me on that. I'll link everything below, but I got it at Ulta, so it's not very expensive. And the last thing I'll show you guys is just a little extra thing in here. So whether you have dry skin or you just want to help the products that you're using kind of absorb better into your skin so that they work better, this is just like a facial steamer. There's a bunch of different ones you can get, but this one specifically I will link below. It's by Sperry and you can get it on Amazon. And basically you're just going to fill it up with water and then kind of let it, not put your face right up on it, but a little bit of distance, and just kind of let it, you know, blow out the steam on your face. And like I said, it's just going to make your skin very soft, supple, help with any kind of dryness, open up your pores so that you can get all the gunk out of it, and also so that you can, like I said, allow your products to absorb better into your skin. So yes, I feel like I've been talking forever, so hopefully this video isn't too long. But this is my updated 2017 skincare routine. Like I said, my AM and PM is pretty much the same. These are the things that I have been using for quite a while, like for several months since last year, like the end of last year. But I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what I'm using now, because like I said, y'all know I'm a product junkie, so I'm like the little tester. Like I try out all these things, and if you have similar skin to me, you don't even have to worry about trying them out. Just like, you know, go for the stuff that you know works really well, because I've tested them out for you. So like I said, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That just kind of lets me know what type of videos that you guys liked, so that I can keep making more of them. Make sure you share this video with anybody that you know may be helpful to. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a video, which is always on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at allmyloves2. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.